Hey there. So it is Monday, day one with the girls, and Boone and I are working on two of the most important commands, in my opinion, that we can work on. One is the downstay, and the other is the place command, which I mentioned to you when you dropped her off. So the downstay, I'll send you a video of that later, but the concept behind the downstay is that we are teaching a dog that when we say down, she lays down and she does not move until she's released. I use the word break to release a dog. So she is learning that she has to hold that position until released by you. The idea behind the downstay is that it does a few really, really important things. The first thing is it builds impulse control. And you can imagine how important that is for any dog, but especially a puppy. So we like to get started and start working this one early because the impulse control that she builds doing this will bleed into other things. That's why it's one of the first things I teach. The other thing that it does, it gives her a job. Giving her a job helps her brain relax and gives her clarity about what's expected of her in any given moment. Now, you may not use a downstay that much at home, except for when you're practicing, and I recommend that you do, even if you don't think you're going to use it, because of the benefits I just mentioned. But it also, a good downstay makes it so possible to take a dog any place you want to go in public. Because anytime that you want to stop and do something, whether you're having drinks or eating or you're at Lowe's shopping and you need to speak to somebody, anytime that you do not want your attention to be on a dog, you say down, and she learns that it is her job to stay there until otherwise released. All right? So it takes a little bit of time. The downstay typically develops a little sooner than the place command. But the place command has a very synonymous process and a very synonymous function. Place command involves having a location. In this instance, it's going to be this cot right here, what we call a corunda bed. It can be a regular dog bed. It can be a beach towel. It can be anything that has an outline. The idea is that when she is told to go to this place, she must stay there until she's released. So already you can see that there's a similarity here. The only rule with place is that a dog has to keep all four paws on it. She can sit, stand, lay down, go to sleep, chew on something. She can even play with another dog if she wants to, as long as she doesn't leave that space. So much like the downstay, place becomes a job. It becomes a way to contain behavior. It calms the brain and it gives the dog clarity. Ultimately, creating the optimum impulse control. So both place command and the downstay have the function of building impulse control, containing behavior, managing behavior and where your dog is physically, giving your dog a job, calming your dog's brain, and giving your dog clarity. All of these things, when you put them together, create a much more chill and well-behaved dog. Okay, so you'll get a video of the downstay in progress, but I wanted you to see how she's learning this. I wanted you to see the first step so you have a concept of it. Now, I use a corunda bed, as do most trainers, or something similar. It is about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. So when a dog is learning the meaning of place, having that difference, the bed versus the floor or the ground, helps just to differentiate where the paws are allowed to go. I recommend to clients all the time that they get these. I love them. Dogs love them. We'll choose them over a regular dog bed, and they're also indoor-outdoor, and they dry really quickly. So I can send you that link if you want. So here's the idea. In the early stages, we always use a leash, and you'll see why in a second. It'll be evident. What we're doing is we're walking Boone over to the place, and just as she's about to step up on it, as I'm leading her there, I say the word place. And I help her get on. I use the leash to steer her and make sure she's on and settled. I give her a treat. I do not say the word place more than once, only once. I'll explain as we go. But I use this leash to just get her situated, and I give her a treat when she accomplishes settling into the place. I will also give her a treat when she comes off in the break. But those are the only times. We do not give her treats if I have to go reset her and things like that. I'll explain. I use treats to help a dog learn and understand commands. As soon as I feel like they're understanding them, I phase them out. And then I give them affection and love. So, okay, here we go. Ready? Come on, Boone. Hey, Boone. Place. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. I do not tell her to sit or lay down. I give no other commands besides place. Now, you can see she's ready to hop off. So I just steer her back on. If she gets off early, I will reset her. without using the command. Reset. Yes. Now, I'll still say things. I'll say her name, I'll say good or yes, but not the command. Now, I pause for a second, have her stay there on it, and then I say, break. Good girl, good girl. Another treat. So the idea is, and this is true of the downstay, we teach place, just like we would teach down, and then we teach break, the release. These are two separate and equally important commands. Because when she starts to really understand what break means, that helps develop her understanding that she is waiting here until she hears it. So we never use wait or stay or any other commands. She starts to learn, oh, okay, I'm here until I hear break. Just that which is true of the downstairs, you'll see. You ready, baby? Hey, Boone. Place? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. So then, as time goes by, I try to get her to stay on there just a few seconds longer. I reset her. Yes. No treats, no command. When we reset, if we were to reward her, she would learn to hop off, and she'd keep getting treats. So you can see, the reset is where most of the learning happens, which is why it never frustrates me. Break. Good girl. And incidentally, Daisy and another client dog are over behind the glass barking at her if she seems distracted. Ready? Place? Yes, good girl. Good girl. Boop, boop. Now, she started to get off, I can block her and not let her get off, or if she steps off, I reset her. Either one is fine. Break. Good girl. So you can see just the tiny increments where she starts getting better. Now, I will send you video as she progresses over the course of the week or the 2 weeks. Place? Yes. But what you'll see is that we start creating, good girl, temptation. For example, I have a treat in my hand. I put it here. Notice I'm giving her no commands. She just has to hold that position. I don't let her get to it, and I reset her. Yes. Yes. Break. Good girl. Good girl. So you can see how when we start putting it into action with some temptation, she starts putting the pieces together. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Come on, baby. Place. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Up, up. Give her a little sound, a reminder she's not supposed to move. So I have a handful of a few little treats. Up, up. Yes. Oh, she jumped back up on that one. That was good. Up, up. The reset. That's where the mental magic happens. Break. Good girl. Good girl. So that gives you an idea of what we're doing. And when you see video from the downstay, you'll see a lot of similarity, and you'll see why I train them both at the same time. So she's doing great. We're going to pull Daisy out for a little fun on this in a little bit. I might send you video of that too. Over and out.